Hello, everybody. Welcome to TOI Sports, your daily guide to all that's happening in the India tour of England. This is Beyond the Boundary, and I've got Dwaipa and Datta with me on the show. Dwaipa, it's not looking great for India in this test match. The morning session going completely England's way, and they've scored 94 runs in that session, or should I say 96 runs in that session. Things are looking gloomy, much like the weather at Leeds right now for India.
It is really looking gloomy. The See, the conditions had eased out a bit, but uh, England are confident chasing this kind of targets, and once what they are doing, I feel, is that they know they have 5 overs of Bumrah to deal with, so 30 balls of Bumrah. So they are basically counting Bumrah's deliveries down, blocking him, keeping him quiet, just playing him quietly, just counting those deliveries down, and the others at the other end are not creating enough opportunities. I don't know what exactly is wrong with bowlers like Siraj, especially Siraj. Like, my biggest worry is Siraj, because Siraj is a good bowler. So I have seen Siraj bowl really good spells in Test cricket, but when the conditions are flat, there is not much an offer. uh, he's not getting anything out of it, and there is one more problem, I think, that is hampering them, is the fact that they're being unable to generate any reverse swing. Like, that is one area of strength for the Indian pacers. They can get a bit of reverse swing when they are playing at home, but once you are in England and Australia, the reverse swing is not there. So the backup pace bowling is hurting, and it cannot go on like, as in, if it goes on like this, we lose after tea. I hope England are kind of buoyed by what they have got in the first session, go for some quick runs, lose 3 or 4 wickets, and then it becomes slightly interesting with the second new ball. That's the
Uh,
only hope for now.
Yeah, you saw a question from a comment from all-rounder Mohsin is saying that you can't win Test match with one bowler, uh, uh, that is Bumrah, and even he dropped a chance of his own bowling towards the end of that first session.
Yes, it was a difficult chance. Thing is, as I'm saying, like, you, of course, you do not win Test matches unless there is enough help from the other bowlers. Like, uh, the bowlers have to get something out of somewhere. The problem with Prasid is that Prasid is bowling the Australia length. Prasid is not comfortable bowling fuller length. He is not a full length bowler. That full length delivery bowler. He is not. He is the three-quarter back of the length bowler who. That's why probably Morny Morkel likes him. Morny Morkel sees a lot of himself in Prasid. The only thing is, Morny Morkel was a yard quicker and kept on hitting those spots, which Prasid doesn't, at least till now. So he's kind of becoming cannon fodder on these pitches, which is becoming increasingly easier and easier to bat on, and England knows this inside out. They have chased down big totals here, and they know these conditions inside out. Now we can understand why they chose to field first on a pitch where it seemed that bat first is the way to go, like, because there wasn't massive help on day one. So yeah, it is looking bleak at the moment. There are funny things happen in Test cricket, but it has to happen fast now.
Yeah, just going back to what happened last evening, and I was just wondering, there were 333 for 330 odd for four, and then once again we had that collapse. The last six
31 runs,
wickets
six
fell
wickets for
without,
31.
yeah, 31 runs. Uh, how do they fix this problem that they have? It just feels like England has to pick just six wickets and the remaining wickets will just fall. Because there was no like commitment as well. Especially say someone like, I don't understand why Siraj was promoted above Krishna and above Bumrah, because it absolutely looked out of place. Bumrah swung his bat, got out, Prasidh Krishna, you have a set or a more accomplished batter in Ravindra Jadeja at the other end. Why would you play that kind of a shot when you have resisted so much? Uh, it just shows lack of commitment to me, because when you see that from the English tail, they wag, and your tail is just there to make up the numbers.
The thing, I think, in both innings, I'm not defending the tail, but the thing is, in both innings, India were in a position of strength when these when the lower order started coming in. And yesterday they had 350 on board, so 350 to 370, 95 overs, 5 overs to go for stumps. Uh, there could be a case where they were swinging their bat and getting out. That is, and now I will break it down. I will say that 9, 10, and 11, Siraj, Bumrah, Prasid, you will not get runs. You will have to accept that you are not going to get more than 20 from these three on any given day. You will not get. So let's forget about these three. So we have to bat till 8. In this situation, Shardul Thakur, Ravindra Jadeja, these guys become crucial. Even Karun Nair, Shardul Thakur, Ravindra Jadeja, these three guys have to score, because from the last three you are not going to get runs. There is no magic formula. They do not get runs in India also. They cannot bat. So you have to get runs till 8. Now the problem is Shardul Thakur is, re- is not doing anything in this test match. He has really, like, India is virtually playing with 10 men. Karun didn't do enough, got out yesterday again for 20, was playing well, got out. And Jadeja was not out, was there stranded. So it's a strange situation. Only thing is, my point is, like, how much more do you need to win a test match? Like, if you have 370 on the board, if you cannot defend 370 on day 5, then I don't think you have the right to win a test match, Chandresh.
Yeah, this morning when India started off, Bumrah and Siraj bowled a decent first 45 to 50 minutes, and seemed like there was some kind of a control on the game, which was not the case in the first innings. But the moment Prasidh Krishna and Shardul Thakur were pressed into the attack, 7 overs went for some 43 runs. Scoring at 6 runs an over without taking too many chances. In
Yes.
the very first over, I saw Shardul bowling. The third delivery down the leg side, four for Ben Duckett. If you bowl that kind of rubbish bowling, there is no defense for that.
Yes, absolutely. See, for first hour, even yesterday, England got about 20 25 runs. So it is, like, it is it is a known fact that first hour has a bit of help for the pacers. Bumrah was bowling; they were counting Bumrah down. After that, at least keep the pressure on. And here, I think, as you were saying, Shardul has been pathetic in this test match. I think his confidence is down. He, uh, he, he, he the, the captain doesn't have confidence in him, but till now, batting and bowling, he has been pathetic. And Prasid, as I said, again, I have to repeat myself that he tried bowling the fuller length today, but he cannot, because he doesn't have that swing. He is a hit the deck bowler with the ball moving off the track. That kind of a bowler he is, with a three-quarter length. He will be very good in South Africa and Australia. I remember the SCG test, he bowled well. He was, when Bumrah got injured, he bowled pretty well. He kept India in the game, but he is probably not a bowler where you have to bowl the full length delivery, like, with swing. So I think India got their choice of first 11 wrong also. So those things are coming to hurt India. Like, on a day 5 track, as much as we talk about the pacers, the spinners have to come good. Have to, like, you cannot win a test match on a track which has had so much of sun for the first 4 days. It's a weather beaten track. On that track, if you do not have the spinners to take wickets, God save you.
Has India missed a trick by not picking Kuldeep Yadav? I'm asking this because come what may, Australia picks Nathan Lyon in whatever conditions. They used to do the same with Shane Warne in the past. England is now sticking to the plan of picking Shoaib Bashir, irrespective of the conditions. India, especially away from home, tends to be, let's save the batting for, let's lengthen the batting, and let's secure ourselves. Is that a mistake that India is making?
Yes, see, the India's probably the most memorable win in 2002 Headingley. That the most memorable win. As much as we talk about Rahul, Sachin, and Saurav getting hundreds, in that match, Saurav went with two spinners, Kumble and Jadeja. Sorry, Harbhajan and Kumble. On a pitch as green as that, uh, India's India has to decide who their match winners are. They have to figure that out. Who is your match winner and who is your defensive bowler? So India's I I think Kuldeep Yadav henceforth has to play. Just has to play. You decide whether you are going to play Jadeja or Washington. That is a call they need to take. They need to cut probably one batter down and play Kuldeep Yadav. So there is no other alternative. If England is going to play on these tracks, this is you cannot play without a second spinner. It is not possible because it will be entirely on Bumrah every day, and it will not happen. Can't hear you.
I said also credit must be given to Zach Crawley and to Ben Duckett. Together, they have put on 2,000 runs as a pair, and they're looking at dangerous Test match opening combination. And they've been doing that for the last 3-4 years since Brendan McCullum was appointed as the red ball coach first. Ben Duckett, in fact, is good in all three formats. And he's bought into that Brendan McCullum brand of cricket. For a brief while, when Prasid started off okay, he tried to play that T20 scoop shot, but otherwise, uh, he's been tremendous. He's been pouncing on any delivery which has been loose. And this opening pair is really giving the chills because look at the batting to come. Ollie Pope, Joe Root, Harry Brook, Ben Stokes, Jamie Smith, Chris Wokes, Bryden Cast, all can bat.
And see, this is a in normal discussions we do not discuss this England opening partnership, but it's a very underrated but a very good opening partnership, and they batted well in India also. In Indian conditions they played well, that against spinners. Ben Duckett, as you were saying, Ben Duckett takes chances. Ben Duckett can get out, does, but he can play spin also. He plays those reverse sweeps. That is one. Ben Duckett is one kind of a player, and if you see Zach Crawley today, he was standing outside the crease. Outside the crease against bowlers bowling at 140, it needs a lot of guts, and he has that technique to deal with that. And what he did was he was taking the leg before out of the equation by going so far forward, and he was, once he was saved by that, it looked plumb, but when we looked to the naked eye, it seemed plumb, but it was because he was so far down the track, it was going down the leg stump. So they have done their homework very well. These two are very good across the world, and they have done their homework very well. So in these conditions, they have the moment. Actually, I was worried last night itself when one of the two didn't get out. Like it was worrying. It was worrying because these two can, as we have already seen, they have gone past the 100 mark. They have it's they have almost taken the game away from India now. Unless there is a tectonic shift, India doesn't win this test match.
What will that mean for India? Because no one expected miracles from this Indian lineup. What will that mean for India?
It will be quite catastrophic because two things. One, Indian top order was brilliant. You will not get 500, and what? How much did they get in the second innings? Again, 400s, and this many runs you will not get every day in England. You have got so many runs, and you are supposed to get Bumrah for three test matches. So if you are not winning with Bumrah or losing with Bumrah, and losing after scoring 900 runs over two innings, then it is a real cause of worry. Where do you go from here? That becomes a serious cause of worry, because if England happen to beat India in this test match, then they will play on similar pitches. They will not leave grass. They will play on similar pitches and look to follow this template. And so there has to be some serious rethinking. I think Kuldeep Yadav has to play. They have to play, because he is the only other wicket taking bowler per se in the, like, he can probably get wickets in both innings. So extremely worrying signs if things carry on in the same way. I am still saying if, because things can change in test cricket. 3 4 quick wickets in the last session, the quality of the batter sometimes doesn't matter, because the pressure of the situation takes over. Last 15 20 overs, it's not the quality plays, it's just the mind that plays test cricket on day 5. So that variable is still there, but the situation is not good at the moment.
What changes can India make? Let's look at the squad, the India squad for this tour. The
Okay.
options that you have in terms of fast bowling. You've got Arshdeep Singh on the sidelines. You've got Akashdeep on the sidelines, and you've who else do you have on the squad?
Harshit Rana, you
Harshit
have
Rana is a late addition in this lineup.
hmm.
Uh, what changes can India make? Because surely Shardul Thakur can't play after this test match.
Yes. See, if Jadeja doesn't do anything, we should drop Jadeja. But in the next two sessions, if he is carrying on this way, then we are not going to win a test match with Jadeja, and he's not batting very well. So drop Jadeja. Shardul has to be dropped. There is no other alternative. And I think if these are the pitches that we are playing, then we will have to drop Prasid also. So in these three slots, I would like to see Kuldeep Yadav, Washington Sundar, and probably Arshdeep Singh, because he can. You have picked Arshdeep Singh because he can swing the ball. Otherwise, and he is a left arm option. So I don't know how good he is with the red ball. I haven't seen him bowl much in red ball cricket. But if you have picked him, you have the confidence in him, so you play him. So I think if the test match stays this way, these are the three changes for me: Washington,
What
Kuldeep, Arshdeep Singh.
What about Akashdeep? He looked good in the little time that he's played for India. He was unlucky. What can you think about Akashdeep?
Akashdeep will come in, I think, when Bumrah takes a break, because if you are playing Akashdeep, then you have to drop Siraj. So Akashdeep is a good option. Akashdeep is a good option. He bowls the slightly fuller length, has those little cuts, bowls at a good pace, has the discipline. On at least what we saw in Australia, he looked decent. He looked decent, but uh, I think for the next test match, swing has to come into play. Like in England, you do not win without swing. And my point is, if you have picked Arshdeep Singh, then you have faith in him. He is your only left arm pacer. Play him. I will go for Arshdeep Singh first, and then maybe Akashdeep once Bumrah takes a break.
Has Arshdeep Singh been selected for the wrong reasons? I'm asking you this because India don't consider him good enough to play ODI cricket as well. He hardly played any ODI cricket. He was considered to be primarily a T20 bowler. Has he been picked purely on the hype around his performance in T20 cricket rather than whether he is durable in red ball cricket?
I think he was playing county cricket last year. If I'm not
Yeah,
wrong, he has
yeah.
play. He played county cricket, and in domestic cricket also probably he played a bit of domestic cricket. The selectors must have seen him, but as far as I am concerned. What I saw a little bit, even in IPL, even if you go by T20 form, I thought Khalil looked a better bowler to me. Looked a better bowler to me. Probably Arshdeep Singh is temperamentally slightly better. That could have been the case because he has played those high pressure games and all that. But as you were saying, I really, because I haven't seen Arshdeep Singh bowl in red ball cricket. Even in domestic cricket, I haven't seen him. So I cannot like pass a judgment as to whether he is good or not good. So that is a bit of a gray area for me. I am I am just thinking that the selectors, the coach, there are more intelligent people who are making the calls. So if they have banked on their intelligence to take Arshdeep Singh, play him.
Yes, before we go ahead, it's a reminder to everybody you can also be part of the conversation. Keep asking questions on the chat window. Dwepen and I will aim to answer most of the questions that you are sending through. Again, now, just want to understand purely on the basis of what you've seen, what do you think is wrong with Prasidh Krishna? Because he's promised a lot. Virat Kohli especially was very keen to take him to Australia because remember in 2020 the T20 World Cup was meant to happen in Australia before COVID set in and they had to postpone the tournament and delay the tournament. He felt that he had some extra bounce and pace. He was considered to be a like for like replacement for Ishant Sharma, and hence Ishant Sharma was phased out very swiftly by Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma and the selection committees thereof. What do you think about that?
I think the first thing, like the late Ishant Sharma, the from the Ishant Sharma who complemented Bumrah, that four prong pace attack that we have in South Africa, Australia, England during that 17 to 20 phase before COVID. That Ishant Sharma was extremely, like, it was very difficult to get runs of him. Discipline was the key word of Ishant Sharma, and that discipline had come in with a lot of experience of playing Test cricket, first class cricket. He has played more than 100 Test matches. Problem with Prasidh is that Prasidh doesn't have that discipline of the late Ishant Sharma, uh, and then if you
You
do
mean
not have
the Ishant Sharma of the latter half of his career, rather than late
Ishan,
Ishant
exactly.
Sharma,
That is what I am saying. Ishan
rather
Sharma
than
of the
late
latter half,
Ishant,
late Ishan
rather than
Sharma, as in the
no,
latter
not.
half of his career.
Please,
Latter
please
half.
clarify.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, latter half of his career. Yes, true. Sorry. The latter half of his career, Ishan Sharma, that was a so that discipline is lacking um, uh, in this guy in Prasidh Krishna. That is the first thing. And if you do not have the discipline, then you need to be explosive. Like you can just run through attacks. Then you don't need that discipline. Fine, it's okay. But he is not that bowler. Also, at least in these conditions, he is a favorable condition bowler where there is a lot of steep bounce. He can do great things when there is a lot of bounce from the pitch. The moment there is no bounce, he looks flat. He's not getting that steep bounce at a pace. He looks slightly flat. He got better in white ball cricket. I was very surprised. I thought he was an absolute washout in white ball cricket till the last IPL. But suddenly in this IPL under Nehra, he looked a different bowler. Why he bowled very well in white ball cricket. But here again, probably that shift from white ball to red ball, that also he's struggling. Those are the little finer details that the team management needs to look at. Uh, but I think he's lacking that discipline of Ishant Sharma of the latter stages of his career.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's getting to that stage of the day in on the final day that the English openers are finding it absolutely very easy, and like Dwepan explained, they planned it very smartly. Play out Bumrah, milk the others, and you'll have runs aplenty. What do you think right now? The bowling coach Morne Morkel or the head coach Gautam Gambhir will be telling the squad.
See, the first thing that he will be probably it, it, hoping that Bumrah gets a wicket first up. Bumrah will start the proceedings after lunch. So Bumrah breaks through. Then what is needed is control. Control is key. And one end has to be locked up with spin. Jadeja has to play a big role. I am constant point that Jadeja has to come good. Unless he does that on a day 5 pitch, we do not stand a chance of doing anything in this test match. One end has to be locked up by Jadeja on a day 5 pitch. That is how cricket has been played. If Nathan Lyon was there, Nathan Lyon would have been bowling. If you remember the last Ashes series, it turned after Nathan Lyon got injured. Nathan Lyon went out of the after the first two Test matches. England won two Test matches after that and drew the series. So these are things that we should take into account. We should see where they are vulnerable and try to hit them there.
Yeah, like I keep saying, please keep sending your questions. I can already see a few questions floating about, and there are a few complaints as well. Vijaya Lakshmi says, Chandresh, talk about KL Rahul 100. Dwepen, any answers about KL Rahul?
Incredible century, like yeah, incredible batting. Like there is absolutely no doubt that he batted very, very well. He left well. The most important thing is in the first session he left well. He milked the. He understood the situation. He left deliveries. He plays with uh, a bat face which is low, so that helps him keep the ball down. He plays with soft bottom hand. That's why even when he gets the edges, mostly it doesn't carry. He plays inside the line, so when he gets beaten, the ball just beats the bat. He was almost like the bowlers didn't know where to bowl him. He was Pujara with an element of with a dash of flair. Like Pujara didn't have those, didn't always have those easy looking cover drives and all. Like he was more orthodox, but KL Rahul was magnificent. Like I have no words to explain how good KL Rahul was.
Vasant Narayan is asking, not having Anshul Kamboj was mistake. How should a bowling lineup be structured for second test if Bumrah doesn't play? Now, Vasant, we just spoke about it, but Anshul Kamboj is an interesting one, Dwepan.
I'm sure, yes, he is, but like you have already have seven bowlers, seven pace bowlers in the squad. Like, how will you like? How many more can you take? Like, it is Anshul Kamboj is good, but is he that cutting edge bowler who will run through? Like, is he better than Siraj? Is he better than uh, Arshdeep Singh? I don't know. I really don't know. Like he's good. He's good. But always there is this talk about who is not there. Uh, I do not think Anshul Kamboj is still the bowler who can win matches on his own. That he would have made a massive difference on this track. Not yet. By the way, the covers are on. Probably it's a good sign
That's
for
great
India.
news. If you're an India fan, covers are on, which means that you can get out of this test match with a draw, and you can go to the next test match with nil-nil. Anyways, that's hoping against hope. A
I
few more
think the
questions. Vijay
question
Lakshmi is
is
asking.
no. He is asking what happens if Bumrah doesn't play. I think Bumrah will play the second test. Bumrah will take a break in the third test match, and we
Yeah,
discussed the bowling attack before. Yeah.
yeah. Vijay Lakshmi says YBJ, KL, Sai, Gill, Pant, Nair, Reddy, Kuldeep, Akash, Bumrah, Arshdeep. My 11 for the next test match. Vijay Lakshmi has already dropped Siraj for the next test match, Prasidh Krishna for the next test match, Jadeja for the next test match.
It is not a bad 11 actually. It's Arshdeep, Bumrah, Akash. Yeah, so he has dropped Prasid. He has dropped. She has dropped your Siraj also, and uh,
Jadeja
Jadeja
and
also.
Shardul.
Yeah, Shardul. If you I in this 11, the change that I will probably make is in place of Reddy, I will play Washington Sundar.
Hmm, makes sense. There's one question from Indrajit Ghosh. In fact, Indrajit Ghosh has got two, three questions. We'll go in order. First says, so India believe Jadeja is equal to Lion. So that's interesting. We spoke about that. Then he says Chandresh Bhai taking Mickey out of Dada Dwaipayan. That's with regards to the late Ishan Sharma thing. Very witty. And then finally, will you drop Karun for NKR? Batted very well in Australia and bowling is improving.
No, don't drop a player for one failure. Like he has waited so long. He like first innings dark. You like when somebody gets out within the first two three balls, it's like he hasn't yet settled in. He has got out. But second innings he was looking well. He looked good only. So not immediately. Like if you have to play NKR, uh, you play you play him in place of Shardul if you want to go that on that route. But I think India will not do that because India will need five bowlers now because they know they will not get win test matches with four and a half bowlers on these pitches.
Vijaya Lakshmi has one more, not a question, but a suggestion. Uh, Didi, will you go to England to cover series? Please go and analyze. You are experienced. She's going by the white hair on your face.
No, I am not. I am not. My colleague is going, Aroni Basu is going, and he's up and coming and extremely enterprising. So you will enjoy Aroni's pieces.
But Dwaipan's been writing all the match reports for this first
But
test
that
match.
I have been because there is nobody there. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Babar Ali has a series of comments. Let's start off in order. Babar Ali first says, still making excuses for that pathetic Siraj and Ghatia Krishna. Okay. Then the next one. Please kick out that piece of crap Siraj and Krishna Thakur Jadeja. Then he says, 10 wicket loss. You are still backing that Siraj. Real sad. Red D for Thakur. Siraj Akashdeep. Nair got his chance, but 20 runs. So basically, Babar Ali is very, very angry right now
I, I can
at,
see
at
that.
this stage at lunchtime, but things can change post lunch.
Yeah, yeah. He's almost ready to change everything. So yeah, but he has every right to be angry. Angry if you are not winning a test match after scoring 900 runs, then fan who has been following with all his heart has every right to be angry.
Yeah, there's one more question from Vijay Lakshmi. Why KL Rahul with six Sena hundreds have an average of 34?
Hmm. Because he has had a few lean patches. Then there are a few reasons to it. Let me explain. He had a couple of very bad injuries, so he got dropped from the squad. Then he didn't. Coming back, he was not always as prolific. Struggled for a bit. When he gets runs in the bulk, and when he doesn't get at all. So that's where it kind of the average comes down. And then he didn't know what his position was in the batting order, so all those things. And after all that, I will say one more thing. I was this is what I listened to Ashwin, and I'm just this part of thing. Ashwin was saying that in this day and age where post this WTC thing, the pitches have become more challenging. Mostly not in England, but in other countries, pitches have become more challenging. In such on such pitches, uh, an average of 36 is not the worst. An average of 36 on pitches that we play in India and Australia, extremely result oriented pitches, is something 45ish, maybe 10 years ago. So that also we can take into account. Having said all that, uh, Kale's average should be in the 40s. He has not justified his talent, and now that he has got the opener slot and will be there hopefully for the next few years, I think his average will go up.
Yeah, we've got a few questions, more questions. Should we part ways with Morne Morkel? What strategies is he giving to Indian paces? What is his role? That's a tough one, weapon.
I think Gautam Gambhir is very comfortable with Morny Morkel. Like it was a very close call between Morny Morkel and Lakshmipati Balaji when the bowling coach was decided. The BCCI's call was Balaji. Balaji was kind of just about there almost, but it didn't happen because Gautam Gambhir prefers him. And what I have seen from the outside, like a little bit covering Indian cricket and all, he works with the bowlers. He's always working with the younger crop. He was a terrific bowler. He was a terrific bowler on the first place. So I don't know, like uh, let's see, like, but then if the pace attack is always stays dependent on one bowler, then the coach has to take the blame. In sport, the first person who gets sacked normally is the coach. So it can come down on the coach if things don't improve drastically.
Yeah, we've got Netrix are saying comment. शार्दुल ठाकुर तो शोले मूवी का ठाकुर बन गया, बेकार बॉलिंग और दूसरे का सिर्फ नाम ही प्रसिद्ध है.
Yeah, witty comment. Yeah, yeah, is right. Like, I will not go as far, but then the Thakur of Sholay was not completely ineffective. He
Yeah,
could,
absolutely,
yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Right.
The question now from Trincao: is it raining now? Doesn't look like because the
No,
players are
doesn't look
out on
like
the
it.
field.
The covers have been taken off for now.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see. Rider XXXX has a question. कहाँ से लाए new bowlers?
कहाँ से लाए? और तो कोई जो है, जितना जितना बॉलर्स खेल सकते थे वो सभी है वहां पे बैठे हुए हैं. हर्षित राणा, हर्षदीप सिंह, आकाशदीप, एवरीवन इज सिटिंग देयर. लाइक अभी मुकेश कुमार और अंशुल कंबोज हैव कम बैक. लाइक यही है हमारे पास. कुलदीप यादव, this is all we have. So we have to make do with this, boss. Like it is difficult to for now. We have to create bowlers with AI. If you are asking for more bowlers,
Yeah, good thing is that there is no test match. That there are four test matches in India, so spinners will come into play. But
spinners
then
will come
again,
in.
who's going to replace Ashwin? That's the next big thing. We'll have more drama about around that as well.
Washington,
Washington,
Washington, Washington,
Washington is there.
Washington,
Yeah, yeah,
Washington.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So action's just about to start. Weapon, what's your prediction? Next two sessions?
Uh, doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. If it rains, India will be saved. If it rains for about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours of game is washed out, we will be saved. But otherwise, things do not look very bright unless there are some quick wickets immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second,
So
before the second new ball, if Australia are five down,
England.
or England are five down, then interesting things can happen before the second new ball. So,
Yes,
in another 40 overs, 5 wickets are essential.
absolutely. Bumrah to start our proceedings. And that's it for today from both Devan and myself. We'll be back again tomorrow with our mid lunch show. No, we'll analyze the game tomorrow. There's no mid lunch because today is the final day. You can be part of the conversation. Remember, you can like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell. And also comment. And we'll take all your comments and questions. That's it for today from Dwaipan and myself. Goodbye. God bless.